to the East Bay Depot. We're open. Come on in. I'm Jasmine Falstich. I'm the executive director here. This is a 40-year-old nonprofit, and what we do is divert materials from the waste stream and resell them as arts and crafts supplies. Our arts and crafts section here actually makes us rather unique in the reseller space. So we'll take in gently used arts and crafts supplies, like, slightly used bottles of acrylic paint, and resell them to, our customers. Our customers are educators, they are artists, they're creatives, they're parents who have children who are prolific painters. And so we resell these at a much cheaper price than what you would buy at a bulk craft store. So we're also known for our fabric. We're one of the only places where you can take fabric that's been pre-cut or that is leftovers from a project that you're working on, rather than sending it to the landfill. So you bring it here, we'll re-roll it and resell it to our customers. So we have a huge variety of different types of fabrics, all the colors that you can imagine. We try to keep it organized so it's shoppable for you. And we have lots of people who come in here to make either clothes or textiles for their home, or they may even use scraps to make dog toys. So there's many different things that you can make out of secondhand fabric. It's really just what your imagination leads you to. We do often also have bolts of fabric, which we get from business partners. So it might be an end of season fabric that is left over, or a type of fabric that they're no longer carrying. So I often describe the East Bay Depot as a variety store. And I say that because not only do we provide arts and crafts supplies to the community, but we also have office supplies. And I want to talk about this today because it's a very underutilized aspect of our organization. So if you need an envelope to ship one item, or you need 3 file folders, or just a couple of thumbtacks, you can find all of these things here. So rather than going to Target or Office Depot, we would love to provide you with office supplies that you need at home or at school, or maybe even in your business. Before I started working here, I didn't even realize we had this section. So this is your sustainable gift wrap section. Basically, we have lots of gift bags for all different occasions. And of course, all of these are very gently used, but still very usable in anything that you might need to be gifting. Hi, welcome to our Green Ed Zone. So the East Bay Depot was actually founded on the idea of providing teachers with more resources. Because as we know, teachers are perpetually under-resourced, but we know there are plenty of resources out in our community. So as you can see from looking at our shelves, we take in a lot of core recyclable materials. Oftentimes our artists and makers, and especially teachers, use these items in the creation of their projects, or just to assist with the materials that they're using. So rather than buying a new paint can, or some cup at Target to use, someone will just use an old yogurt cup for their painting projects. So this is one place where we really encourage people to come and take as much as they would like. We sell these items for $1 for an entire grocery bag full. So we started out by sharing resources from the community back to teachers, and today we still do that. So that's what this section of the store is. And so if you're an educator, so you don't have to be a strict teacher, you can be a librarian or someone who does summer day camps, or an after-school program, and you can join our Green Educator program. And in here, what you'll find is many different supplies that you might need for your classroom. And you can take as much as you want, and it's all free. So we provide lots of free materials for teachers, but this year we're also providing materials to students and their families. So if you need crayons or notebooks or 3-ring binders, all you have to do is bring your school supply list into us in the weeks leading up to the beginning of school, and we'll supply you with everything that is on your list for free. So bring us your list. We're happy to fill up your backpack with all the supplies that you need to get started off the school year right. So this is our donation dock. We accept donations from individuals and businesses here. We are open for donations Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays from noon to 2. So we weigh everything in order to track how much we're diverting from the landfill. So this box is 13 pounds.
It's not at the moment at least. It's something we talked about, but not yet.
This one is much heavier. That's 28.5 pounds.
So the canvas.
So after the items get weighed, we push them over to this side.
These two that are the frames though, I've got quite a lot right now.
And then they go back to the table to get sorted. So this is kind of a situation of how the sausage is made. So after we hand sort your donation, then the boxes come back here and our staff sorts them into these bins. The bins correspond with shelves out in our storefront. So part of what we do here is we let our donors know obviously what we can and cannot take. Sometimes people bring items like light bulbs to us, or dried out cans of paint, things that really should never go on a shop floor and actually need to go to hazardous waste. So being here on the back dock, not only are you talking to our donors and letting them know what we're going to take and not take, there's also a component of letting them know the other places that they can take items. So whether that's referring them to hazardous waste or to Urban Ore over in Berkeley, or even to a transitional housing community that might be able to take clothes, because we don't take clothes inside. So it's a really important aspect of what we do is educating our community about all of the different places that items can be reused. So if you notice here, this wall of merchandise is rather different than the other things that you might see in our store. And all of these are models, primarily model boats, but a few model cars as well. Some of them are vintage and are no longer made. Some of them are collectors, but some of them are just sort of your run-of-the-mill boat building kit. We received all of these through our estate reuse program. So in that program, we offer an alternative to a junk hauling company. So if you're cleaning out an estate, or if you're downsizing from a larger house to a smaller apartment, then you might ask us to come in and help get rid of all of your household goods. And how we would do that is we would come in and hand sort your items, and they would be taken to different nonprofit partners that we have. So clothing might go to the Village of Love, whom we have a strong partnership with here in the Temescal area, because they have a day center where they're trying to make sure that all of their residents have the clothes that they need if they're headed out to a new job site. Arts and crafts materials, of course, would come here to our storefront. Furniture might go to Rebuilding Together East Bay North, because they're always trying to help their customers and clients make sure that their homes have all of the fixtures and furniture that they need. recently we've been building partnerships with other nonprofits that we haven't worked with in the past, and we're very excited to be working with the Plant Exchange. They are a local Bay Area nonprofit as well. And the way our partnership works is that we provide the planters for succulents, and they provide all the planting material. We sell these here in our storefront and split the profits with them. We're hoping to continue to be able to provide them with resources that we get donated. Sometimes people bring large planters to us, or nursery pots that we really don't have a customer base for. And so part of what we're trying to do is take in more materials and send them out to other nonprofits who will use them. So we become sort of the conveyor belt for reusable materials. But obviously this brings a lovely amount of greenery into our storefront room, and so we're very happy to have a working relationship with the Plant Exchange. One of our partners that we've worked with for a very long time is called Mount Diablo Resource Recovery, and they are in Contra Costa County. And what's unique about their offering is that in Contra Costa County, their bulky pickup days have a reuse component as well. So if you're setting out your bulky waste, or if you're creating a bulky waste pickup program, you can always consider adding 2 days to that program. So the first day, all of the items that are reusable would be tagged and collected for reuse. And then the second day, the remaining set of items would be taken to the landfill. So that allows those reusable materials to be sent to nonprofits all across the Bay Area. We are one of the nonprofits that gets to receive these items from Mount Diablo Resource Recovery. And a lot of what we receive through those donations are household items like you see here and small furnishings. We've had this relationship with them for about 15 years. And it's been very valuable for us in terms of the products that we're able to get in. In partnering with them, we've also been able to do some unique offerings as well. Just this spring, we took in 1,500 pounds of sports equipment and gave it away all for free here in our neighborhood. And so that equated to, 30 soccer balls, about 15 bicycles, many pairs of shoes, lots of different sports clothing or athleisure. And we were very happy to be able to be the conveyance for that sports equipment that still had a lot of life left in it, and bring it here to our community where we could hand it out to people who would continue to use it and keep it from being recycled or sent to the landfill.